In our last update, which was down there, we wanted to see one final pullback on Bitcoin to then see much higher prices and a potential new all-time high. And if you go back to the charts, this scenario one more time almost played out to perfection, because what I wanted to see, if you watch back the update, is this move up that we saw and a very aggressive drop to the downside to form a lot of imbalances. And as you can see, that's exactly what happened. We got the move up, we got the very aggressive drop, we got two imbalances, but unfortunately for this one, my target was this low. Okay, if you go back to the update, as you can see, $108,000, it was this low, $108,000. We didn't reach it, we front ran it, and then you got that massive move up and a new all-time high on Bitcoin. So unfortunately, on this last move down, I wasn't able to catch a nice long position because again, I got front run and then we got that nice move to the upside. But then in our Sunday's live stream, we did analyze a potential scenario where we would see a fake out above $120,000. Why? Well, first, because it was a major psychological level, but also because I had shared a very important Fibonacci pocket that I shared again yesterday inside the Discord. And it was this one that came in, as you can see, between $121,000 and $122,000. And again, when you saw this move up, even though Bitcoin was looking very strong, what I said was that ideally, if Bitcoin wanted to pull back, it would be from here. Now, personally, I didn't open any short position because one, it was still a very strong uptrend, but two, if you go back to the charts, we didn't really have any lower time frame setups. As you can see, we simply moved up and then down, a bit of sideways price action, and then continued lower. We didn't really see any retracement, any nice wick. Maybe if we did retest this order block right there, so got a move up, a rejection with a nice wick, this could have offered a nice short position for a much bigger drop to the downside. But unfortunately, again, it was a pretty hard short position, even though we did have this extremely strong Fibonacci pocket. You know, a hard one to catch, but in any case, we were aware, we were cautious, and this did offer a very big drop to the downside. So with all of that said, what can you expect next? Was this a major high that will offer a much bigger drop to the downside, or is this just a short-term high that will be broken in the near future? Well, the first thing that I want to say is that personally, I am expecting a new high to be made. Why would that be? Well, it's pretty simple. All you have to do is look at the Elliott waves. Because even if you're bearish, you have to expect the top of the bull market to be put in with an impulse. And what we have here from this low is a three-wave move in my view. So if I just draw it out, it would be, we have a 1, 2, this is a wave 3, and now we are moving down in a wave 4. So we still have one last wave 5 to put in. And that's why, even if you're bearish, in my opinion, you still have to expect one more high to complete this impulse and then get a bigger retracement to the downside, okay? So just by looking at Elliott waves, in my opinion, this is an internal wave 4 and we still have a final move up into wave 5. So going on the lower time frames, can we find any support levels? Well, if you go on Binance, we have, if I go on the daily, we have a daily imbalance right there. So if I go back on Bybit, I do want to take the open of this candle, which was this one. So can you find any more confidence on the lower time frames? Well, on the 12-hour, it is still a nice open, so that's nice to see. You have an imbalance, so tapping this open and reversing would leave this imbalance behind. The exact same logic that I gave you right there, right? We took out this order block. Okay, we had this order block. We tapped it, left this imbalance behind, and then moved much higher. So in this case, it would be the same logic on the 12-hour. And also on the daily, you tap the open and then reverse. Then on the 4-hour, again, same logic. And finally, on the 1-hour, we have a nice order block right there. So this would be the area that I want to take today. Take the order block and extend it to the right. Okay, so this support just below $116,000 is pretty interesting. Now, ideally, I do want to find more confluence. So let's go back on the 4-hour. That would be nice. And take the volume profile of this uptrend. As you can see, we do have the value area high in this area as well for a nice confluence. And finally, if you take the anchored view up from our support level, where price started to get impulsive. So let's take this anchored view up. Again, as you can see, it does come in this area as well. And for one final confluence, you take the weekly pivot and it does come in again in this very nice area. So as you just saw, this is a pretty stacked area that we have below us. We have a lot of confluence and it does match up very well with the Elliott wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So how can you play around the support level? Well, it's pretty simple. All I would like to see today is a drop into it. So maybe a small move up first to chop a bit more shorts and then a drop. And then if you get the drop into this level and you see a nice reaction, then this would offer a nice hung position for a move to the upside and a break back above this high. And honestly, for today, that would be the main thing that I would look out for. Now, if we lose the support level, I do have to say, I don't really see any strong level below us. We do have this 4-hour imbalance open that you could take, but honestly, this one, I would put it in dashed because this is not a very strong support level. And if we do drop below my area, I don't think that I'll be interested in longing Bitcoin anymore, okay? I could be wrong and you drop into this support and then you get a massive reversal. But in my opinion, this drop would simply be too deep and that's why I wouldn't be interested in long positions. If we do get it, the only interesting area that we have today is this one. As I showed you, we have a lot of confluence around it and it matches up very well with the Elliott wave count. So with all of that said, that was mainly it for this update. Of course, if we get another scenario to play out, so maybe we move up first and then we drop, I will make a new YouTube update outlining my view. But for now, this would be my scenario. I would like to see a drop into my area just below $116,000 to then see a reversal to the upside and a break back above this high. So as usual, if you guys enjoyed this update, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.